Hey guys, today we're going to talk about learning targets. So throughout the year, you'll be provided learning targets. They're meant to be a guide through each unit. Essentially, the learning targets can be used as an index or a table of contents for your learning for that unit, and they are made to be worked on as the unit is covered, not as a final review at the end of the unit. When you prepare to take the unit test, you can use it as a guide to show you what to study or what you already know, and it will tell you where to find those pieces of information. So the learning targets are already created, they're already made. All you have to do is provide evidence of understanding and where we practice them. As we cover the information, you will take the learning target sheet, and in this middle section here, where it says prove it, provide evidence, or examples, you are actually going to give some information about that example. So the first learning target is convert measurements within the metric system. In the next video, you'll see how to do that using the stair step. So essentially, you can write down something like centimeters to meters is 2 steps to the left. So 4 becomes 1, 2.04. Okay, so that can be the evidence that you provide. You can draw a stair step in here. You can draw anything that you think will assist in reminding you what that learning target is. And then this last column, where have we seen this? You can write notes and the section of the notes that we talked about. You can write the worksheet. You can write worksheet 1, 2, 7 if it was on all of those. This gives you a place to look in case you need extra help or a place to reference if you need a refresher. So essentially, here's what you would do for your learning targets. Once you have all this information filled in, and you have the worksheet numbers and the labs listed over here, you have all this information, and what I want you to do is pretend that you are covering this table. You don't want to look at these two columns at all. Instead, you'll look here, convert measurements. Okay, when I convert, I can use the stair step. And I remember that King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Those are the prefixes in the stair step. So this one, maybe you don't really have to focus on, so you might want to put a little check mark there and move on. Use trig to solve for an unknown. That's something about a sine and a cosine, but I don't really remember which one tangent is. So maybe this one, you look at the evidence and examples, and you leave this column hidden as you work through. So when you look at the evidence and the examples, here, if you have written SOHCAHTOA, that may be enough to refresh, oh yeah, in order to use tangent, I'm going to be solving for the angle. I want the opposite leg and the adjacent leg. If you look at this next one and you say independent, dependent, I can never tell the difference between the two. And you have your definitions written here with examples, and that doesn't help. When you have the worksheet or the lab that you worked on to cover this, that gives you where you can look to help review the material. So essentially, this becomes a table of contents. This becomes what you need to know, where you need to find it, to help you prep for the unit test. Remember, if you don't see it here, it's not on the unit test. This is only the information I will test you on at the end of the unit. Okay, so that's your intro to learning targets. Get used to them, love them, hate them, whatever you want, but I'm telling you right now, you're going to use them. All right, see you guys soon.